Going on, everybody? Today we're going from Marrakech to Casablanca on the train. Let's see how this goes. And then I'm going to actually eventually go to Lisbon, Portugal. So it's really Marrakech to Lisbon, which ends up taking me 4 days. This is a look at the full route from Marrakech. We go to Casablanca in a private car. Then we take the train to Tangier from Casablanca. We cross the Straits of Gibraltar on a ferry to Tarifa, take a private car to Cadiz, stay one night. Then we take a private car to Sevilla, and then on to Huelva and on to Faro, where I stayed 2 nights in the Algarve, and then a train to Lisbon. So there's the route. Let's begin. All right. Coming in here. Oh, she's scared of cats. Like, she looks very scared of cats. My sim has been incredibly slow the whole time I've been here. But right now I need to find a ticket to get to Casablanca. Oh no. Oh wow. Is that a long line? Is that where you buy your tickets? Guichets? Is that a ticket? I need a ticket. Let's see how this works. It's a bit of a line here. Alright guys, so I got the ticket. It's leaving at 10:35 a.m. second class. No first class available. Okay, our platform number 3 here. Let's see if we can find the caboose. There's where I stayed, the Ibis Hotel, right next to the train station. So it's about a 3-hour train ride, 2 hours and 45 minutes, but we'll see how it goes. So I don't remember this on the last one, but that's how the cabin compartments are. Yeah, so this train is delayed. It was supposed to leave at 10:35. It is currently 11 a.m. and we have no idea when we're leaving or why we're delayed. All right, guys, well, the train is heavily delayed, so I'm gonna go and see if I can get a private car to take me for 1,400 dirhams to Casablanca. All right, so we've just stopped at the police station. We're getting authorization to leave Marrakech, I guess, and it's gonna take about 3 hours, so we'll see how this drive goes. Yeah, the driver, he got permission, and we were well on our way. The road was modern. It was in good shape, no potholes. It was a bit hot because it's the middle of summer, but everything went real smooth. And now here we are arriving into Casablanca. I was very happy to be here. Well, it's just a desert we drove through. It took about 3 hours. The driver did an excellent job. We did see a big accident. I hope the person is okay. I did not film that. The road seems in really good condition though, and well maintained, modern. The issue is probably just the driver was maybe impaired. I don't know what could have caused an accident like that. We are here. It feels a lot cooler. There's just a nice cool breeze here in Casablanca, even in June in the summertime. Marrakech, I think today's gonna be 94. You know, it's the Sahara Desert out there, guys. It's really hot. And I actually feel like it's dusty as well over there. So it feels nice to be coastal again. Although Europe and this area of the world is dealing with heat waves. So as I go up into Spain and Portugal, I guess in the next week, even Lisbon's gonna be hot, hot, hot. I think pushing almost 100 degrees. Not looking forward to it. That would be hotter than what I've been dealing with in Morocco even. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm here at Casa Voyageurs, and I'm actually gonna go to Rabat, hopefully on to Tangier. If I can do all this in one day. It's a long haul, but let's see what's possible. I'm gonna see if I can get the high-speed train actually to Tangier or Rabat. One of the two, either or will do. It is a Saturday. Morocco, I've been here over a week. It's been a good, fun adventure, that's for sure. But it's time to move on to the next. I've got a lot of travel plans coming up. Hopefully get out to the stands, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, stuff like that. Head down to the south of France before that though. So we'll see what's possible. At some point in time I'm probably gonna have to go through an airport anyway. But I'm trying to avoid airports mostly. I don't really mind train stations. The thing about being back here in Casablanca is it's a big city, so it should have quite convenient transportation. Let's see what ends up happening. There's a few places in Morocco that I didn't get to that I would like to, but they're just gonna have to wait. Yeah, I was gonna take that train from Marrakech here, but It was delayed like almost an hour. I was like, no way. I'm not waiting on that anymore, because they didn't even look like they were getting ready to leave. And more people kept getting on the train, so it was getting more and more crowded. Well, I got the first class for 400 dinar. That's fine with me. I think it's only gonna take 2 hours. It leaves in like 20 minutes. Well, there's the high-speed train. Hopefully it takes only 2 hours. Okay. On our way. So on this route, we're on the high-speed train. We're going along the coast here from Casablanca to Rabat. You can see the big tower here once you get to Rabat, which is the capital. And then you end up eventually heading towards Tangier, which is where I'm ultimately going to catch the ferry the next day. Back in Tangier. Feels like I'm back home again. Even though it's actually not really the place that I would probably pick as my top place to live. I'd probably go with Casablanca, it seemed like. Maybe even Rabat for living. I do like Marrakech. That was quite a special place. But I do like this one as well. It just feels like a little bit of a homecoming. I just haven't really gone around this city to understand it fully, to see if I could actually live here. Because I've only really stayed in the city center. But really beautiful weather, and it's a good overall vibe. The people are chill. I feel like for me, I can easily blend in with Moroccans. I feel like anyone probably could, actually, not just me. I feel like anyone can. I feel like they're friendly people. Diverse country. I think there's like 40 different ethnic groups. But just Moroccans in general are very laid back, easygoing, wherever you go, at nighttime, daytime, good vibes. All right. Great place to start your Moroccan adventure, because that fast train only takes 2 hours, two and a half hours to get to Casablanca. It takes like an hour to get to Rabat, and then from Rabat you can get to Fez. So really easy to explore. I actually just came down from Marrakech, today. Private car, caught that train to Casablanca. If you look on a map, it's actually kind of far. Anyway, let's see what happens getting over to Spain next. I'm actually going to stay the night here in Tangier. I'm tired from all that travel, so I didn't want to jump through hoops getting to the ferry or anything, but should be pretty easy in the morning, and get a nice sleep here at the Hilton, and then head over to Spain. So let's see how that goes. All right guys, it's the next day and we are headed to the ferry terminal here. We're going to try and catch the 12 o'clock ferry to Tarifa. It's a beautiful day out here in Tangier. All right, so we're here at the station. I'm gonna go and get my ticket. I think it's right here, Tarifa. Going on the 12 o'clock boat. We'll see where we process immigration and see how this goes. I came in on the same ferry from Spain. All right, the ferry's name is Balearia, like Balearic Islands, Balearia ferries. It was 460 dirham. So that was around like $45, something like that. I'll confirm the exact price conversion, but now we're headed to the actual ferry port terminal here, and we'll see what it's going to take to get on the boat, which leaves in about 30 minutes. All right, so they just checked my ticket. I still don't know where we're going to do immigration, but let's see. These guys give the worst passport stamps. So he took up almost half the page just with one stamp for an exit. And coming in, just to show you how bad they are with stamps, those were two countries right there. That's Morocco. if anything, they should have just stamped right over that, but instead he took up half a page right there, 46. You can see I'm already at 31. So Morocco, just crazy passport stamps. No like organization to that. It's just blam. It's like just throw it all on there. Yeah, so we did the immigration processing there. There was no real line. All good, I'll get over it. It's not the end of the world. But I would like to say I did enjoy my time in Morocco. And I hope to come back. And really a nice country. So much to see here. I will say that the source of almost all pain was the immigration processing. Everything else was great. Everything else was great. I really enjoyed the culture and the community. I think the immigration processing just maybe lacks a little bit of professionalism. That would be the only thing I would say. Because they did hassle me coming in as well. Just ridiculous petty stuff. I had forgotten about it because I had such a good time in Morocco. Right there, that was the third time they checked our tickets. Third time. All right. Well, let's see if they got a fourth time maybe. He sliced the other half. And then maybe we need to show someone them again. Oh yeah, look at the fourth time to check a ticket. It's like here. So, that's something to take into consideration. It just shows you guys, that's the organizational stuff. 4 times to check a ticket. Yep. Another thing about the stamp, why are they putting it at the end of the passport book? Like, we don't stamp passports backwards, but here they do. Page 46, page 45, like, come on. That's another thing, like, why be so... I don't know, man. Sorry, I just can't get it off my mind. It's irritating me. All right. Other people like to film the process of getting on the boat as well. Anyway. Oh, are we allowed to go upstairs? Cool. All right, we are on our way here. We're a little bit delayed, about 15 minutes, but we're headed out. Beautiful day. This is what it looks like to cross the Strait of Gibraltar from Morocco to Spain. You can see lots of ships going through this. Coming into Tarifa here, slowly but surely. I'll be going this way towards Portugal. All right, guys, well, we're coming in hot. Morocco link right there. All right, so here we are now, back in Spain. That was actually faster coming across than it was going over there. And yeah, we still haven't processed immigration into the EU yet, so we'll still do that here. See how this goes. Into the Schengen visa. All right, well, we're here in Tarifa. Interesting information here is the name Tarifa actually, I believe, is where the word tariff comes from. So as they were coming across the Strait of Gibraltar, they were putting a tariff on goods and merchandise. Now, I don't know if I should stay here or if I should go to Cadiz, but this place really does look interesting. So much history here in Spain, my goodness. All right, so I'm just going to go to Cadiz, get a little closer to the Algarve, which is ultimately where I'm headed, Portugal. We'll see. So now that we've arrived in Cadiz, I'm just kind of showing you around the beach. They have a big fort here. Really interesting place, old town. I stayed one night here. Sudre Moreno. But I love Spain. I had the best time in Spain. Hola. Gracias. People are so nice. Very friendly people. Really. Don't listen to what the media tells you about the political stuff, you know? It's like the people are people are people. Americans are great, Spanish are great, everyone gets along. It's just the politicians always trying to divide everything, you know? And that's what it comes down to. Because I can speak from experience. Here in 2026, people don't really care. They don't judge you for what your political leader says. Only simple-minded people who don't get out much and interact with people, maybe they would care. But general consensus is people who get out and talk to people, they get along with everybody. That's one of the things I like about travel is you see the good in humanity, and it's not just one place. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Everywhere I go. Every country. I can't really say too many countries that are bad. When you get to know the people, you get the spirit of the country. Most of the people are full of love. They're proud of where they come from. They want to share their country with you. You know? Yeah, maybe there might be some bad people lurking in the shadows. But that's like just bad people. The country, though, as a people, the culture, they're all good. Don't let a couple bad apples ruin the whole orchard, you know what I'm saying? Like, even an apple orchard is going to have a few bad apples that are going to be rotten, right? So don't let that stop you from believing in humanity. That's the point. Men, women, young, old, black, white, brown, yellow, red. And we finally arrived at the cathedral. You can see it's got some renovations going on. Get a little bit better look at it from the side here. From in front. Some things you just gotta back out, get some perspective. Yes. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Oh, can't go inside just yet. Maybe in the morning. See if I can get that in the morning. If not, I'll be headed to Portugal. Okay. We got more activities going on over here, it looks like. Some tours. I still don't see any bikes. It's actually early in the morning now. I'm headed over to the train station. Got that Portuguese style walkway, as you can see. Let's take a good look here. All right, guys, it's the next day, and we are going from Cadiz, Spain. We're gonna try and get to Faro and then Lisbon. There could be some audibles along the way, but we're here in Cadiz, Spain. We're gonna see what it's gonna take to get to Lisbon from here. The journey continues. Thank you to everyone for tagging along. So I'm here at the Cadiz train station, which is actually right next to the old town, thankfully. So that's interesting. All right, we're here at the train station. I'm gonna get a ticket to Sevilla. So let's see how this goes. It's basically the best choice for me right now. So it's gonna take 2 hours. All right, so believe it or not, the train is full. So, Audible, I knew it, but I'm still gonna try and get to Sevilla because that's where I need to go. I do have a rental car, that could be an option. All right, first Audible of the trip is I'm taking a rental car to Sevilla because the train was full at 10:50. So let's see how this goes. Look at this bridge here. Ouch, was that an expensive taxi ride? It came out to around 180 euros. So I'm gonna see if I can get the train now to Huelva, so I don't have to take a taxi and pay another hour and 15 minutes worth of, you know, fare. This train's supposed to leave at 12:45. It is about 12:15. 180 euros is just crazy. And then if I had to pay another 120 or 140 to get to Huelva, I mean, by that time I'm over 300 euros into this trip, and I still wouldn't even have been to Faro, Portugal. So it's getting complicated, but let's see how this goes. Oh, all right, good news. I was able to book on the Omio app. I didn't have to stay in that line. So while I was standing in line, I opened up the Omio app, got a ticket for 15 euros. I'm not had any breakfast yet, so I'm looking for a place that has seating. Might just be the McDonald's again. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'd much rather eat like Iberian ham on. Let's see. Seating situation is a bit ridiculous here. Totally full. Maybe because it's tourist season. I'm not sure exact. Look at all the seats here. Oh, what do they got here? What's this? Maybe they got some food here. Yeah, they got seating. Eat a little healthier. But yeah, going to Huelva, and then I'll be able to get a taxi from there. I don't mind, because that'll be okay. As long as I don't have to pay the full fare. Getting some lasagna here for lunch. Yeah, so that was 18 euros for the orange juice and the lasagna. That was a really delicious lasagna. So now I'm headed over here to platform 7, I believe. It looked like one of the Huelva trains had been canceled. What? Okay. Hopefully that's not the one I'm going on. Let's see here. They got trains going to Cadiz, but maybe it's full. I would definitely say the apps are better. For the apps. Oh, let's see here. Last time I was here, I had to go through the security check. This time they told me to go somewhere else, so I don't know if I need to do security check on this one. I guess this is called an intercity train. I'm not sure, it's a high-speed one. Number 7, she said. Okay. So let's see how this goes, guys. Train's not even here yet. Well, we're on our way. All right. Maybe it is a high-speed train. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. Hopefully it moves quick. All right. 15 euros for a second class ticket on this train. Great price. Hopefully I got seating. The only problem with second class is sometimes the seating can be extremely congested. And in some cases you even end up with a seat where you're facing other people, like face to face, because of those four seats. Yeah, well, not too bad. Can't complain. Alright, and we're off. Right on time, basically. Maybe 5 minutes late, but not bad. Santa Justa. Every tower out here has storks on top. Look. Stork nest. See them? Look at every tower has a stork's nest. See? Those are nests at the top of every tower. I saw this same stuff in Morocco. This is the first time I'm seeing storks in Spain. Well, we've now made it to Huelva, so we're close to the Portuguese border. from here I'll be going to Faro. I'll be staying the night there. It's just been step by step, man. That's what it's come down to. Step by step. I originally left Marrakech, 2 days ago? Stayed one night in Tangier, one night in Cadiz, and here I am about to stay another night in Faro. So, you could probably do it all in one day, but as you can see, I'm choosing to not do that. It's quite far from Lisbon, actually, but what a journey. I guess I'm going to get a taxi because there's no sense in really staying around here since I already have a hotel and it's almost 1 in the afternoon. As much as I'd like to look around here, I'm just not going to do it. Let's see here. You go Faro? How much? Yeah. 160. 160? 160. Okay. Well, here we are at the Ibis. And here's a look at my room tonight. I should have showed you some of my other rooms, but yeah, this is my room here in Faro. It's an Ibis. Yeah, I just got a bike rental here in the Algarve. It's a Lime bike by Uber. All right, guys, we've got a beach here. Beautiful Biblagao. Oh my goodness, smells like sunscreen. Smells like sunscreen. So yeah, I had to go all the way around the airport there. My hotel's on the other side. If I was coming back to the Algarve, I would say get an accommodation on the closer to the coast, because all right, we are at a place called Benegil. They got kayak tours, boating tours. All right. Well, now I've walked up to the mountain here. Oh man, you need a selfie stick to look down, I guess. You can barely see it. There you go, guys. You can see right there is the hole. Everyone's standing there. But as for me, I'm gonna keep this tour moving. I've got another beach to get to. I think it's called Praia Marina. So let's see about that. They say it's a 23-minute walk. In this heat, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, they have water and stuff, but I'm packing around this huge jug. The guy gave me that. I needed a smaller one. But wow. It is hot, guys. Hot, hot, hot. Shade goes a long way around here. I'm wearing what I'm wearing over my head because sun protection on the skin. It's kind of making it hot on me. Yeah, the Algarve needs a heat warning. This place has got a heat warning. Man, that's how you do it. Get a umbrella. Any sort of shade works right now. Well, rise and shine, guys, from the Algarve. I'm now headed to Lisbon. I'm catching the 7 in the morning train. It's about 6. The train station is 1.9 kilometers away from here. I figured I'd get a little early just in case I needed to find a ride on Uber. I think this is my guy, so that's what we're doing. And here we are at the train station. It is about 6:05. My Uber showed up way faster than I thought. Give him a tip for that, because I was like not sure in a small town like this if they would have Uber drivers. So I basically gave him a €5 trip, even though we only went 5 minutes or less. But not all heroes wear capes, right? Someone working in a small town on Uber at 5:45 in the morning. Let's see here. Oh, I'm way early. I was panicking that I was maybe going to be hard to find a Uber driver to get here, and then I might have to walk, but here I am. Hour early. So I'm going around this train station here, and I'm thinking that might just be the train. So I think it's a high-speed modern train. It's supposed to take like almost 2.5 hours, something like that. This could be the train right here, guys. We'll see. Yep, so I was right. Got lucky guess. But here's the train, so we'll see how the seating is. I did the first class train, it was $11 more, so that's not too bad. Oh wait, can I board? I think so. Alright. There we are. All aboard. Yeah, and just like that, we're off. 7 a.m. right on time. Well, we're here in Lisbon. Entra Campos, that's the station we've arrived at. Hopefully this is the right station. They don't really build escalators going down here at the station. It's all good, so. Now I just gotta find my hotel. What a beautiful city this is, coming in over the bridge on like a big waterway. Really nice. Well, we're just walking the roads here in Lisbon, seeing where it takes us, but I'm walking in the general direction of the coastline, the river. Yep. Making progress. It's a lot further than I thought. Well, I'm just showing you some of the sights and sounds from around Lisbon. I finally arrived and I'm going to enjoy this city. But yeah, nice city. Better weather than I expected, but they say it's going to get really hot because, as you know, Europe is in an intense heat wave. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully I'm headed over towards France, maybe the Canary Islands, maybe the Azores. We'll see. I'm kind of chilling right now. I'll probably go to Porto next. See you on the next one. Click right here.